Nice run and a good one. Williams outside. 15 keeps his feet. And Williams finds the end zone. And he is in for a touchdown. On second down, here's a toss. Here is Lucas. Jalen Lucas, that great speed. Keeps his feet. Inside the 30. Lucas, 10, 5. Touchdown, Indiana. It's Henderson cutting back and finding the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
Welcome to episode 185 of the Hoosier Happy Hour podcast, presented by Big Banter. I'm your host, Michael Bragg. You can find me on Twitter. It's at Bragley, Braggley. I'm here as always with co-host Brandon. You can follow him on Twitter. It's at Brandon Dubich. Brandon spelled traditionally Dubich, D-U-B-I-C-H. What is up, Brando?
Sober and ready to chat.
Well, that's not what we're supposed to do on this podcast anymore.
I know.
Chat, yes. Sober, not so much. I just started drinking, so buckle up. It's Seth's here. That's a
you don't have to drink at happy hour, right? Like you can get I'm snacking on pretzels. You know,
get some pretzels or some
don't
stick.
Eat from like the trough of pretzels.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't think I've ever seen a trough of pretzels.
Like a communal tray of pretzels.
Like I've seen a communal tray of like popcorn,
peanuts.
Peanuts.
No, don't ever put your hand in there.
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Yeah. Seth's here, by the way. I don't know if anybody heard that. At Say Top 5. Block him if you haven't done it already. He's going to get even more obnoxious because he's already hung his December #1 in the country banner for Purdue basketball. And chances are he'll hang a January 1 and probably a February 1. And then probably
UMBC.
You got me worked up last week. You got me worked up in the pre-show. And now you're trying to do it straight out of the gate here. Love it. Love it. Come on. Bring it on. Merry Christ time.
Merry Chrysler.
Happy holidays, guys. Come on.
I guess.
Be inclusive.
I didn't say anything. Merry Christmas. So, okay. I want to start here. I want to apologize for last week's show. We didn't properly introduce the new name, I don't think. We just kind of unzipped it, flopped it out on the table and said, here it is. Right? So I think just so everybody knows, this is what was the LEO podcast. It's the same thing. We're the same people. It's just a little bit different. We'll have a new logo. We've got a new logo already. This was just like I think our buddy did like a quick AI, like get you something a little bit different kind of logo.
Dude,
going on.
What about the Indiana Hoosier fan base and their AI skills?
Insane, right? Don't zoom in. Okay. Don't zoom in on them because a lot of them are like, yeah. It's weird. But if you stay back and look at it, it looks fine. But if you zoom in on the players, their faces are all distorted. There's no actual letters on their jerseys. Like, whatever. I got a quick question before we do that. Either way, we're going to come out with a new logo soon, and then I'll continue with the other stuff. Yes or no? Does the cigarettes thing, does that make you feel a little bit?
No, I love it.
Really?
As a guy who's never smoked cigarettes, I literally don't. Well, I guess I like cigars.
Cigars. Cigars. We should do cigars, not cigarettes. A Signetti. You know what I mean?
Cigar. It's the same
cigar. Same thing.
But it doesn't
Seth is
make
waving
me feel...
his finger. He's off mute, and yet he's going to type in the chat.
It doesn't make me feel icky. It doesn't at all. It's funny.
It's funny, but I don't want to be funny. I want to be serious.
See, I don't.
Oh.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
We're not gonna give them a platform on this platform.
No.
So you guys don't get to know what Seth typed. So you guys don't get to know. You'll never know.
Needless to say, we are not going to live stream anything with cigars. Okay. Just want to get that out of the way. Either way, fire sale. Sound the sirens. There's a huge fire sale going on.
Did you forget to get your loved one something for Christmas?
I'll deliver it to your house if you're local. I'll drop it right off in your mailbox. Yeah.
We got vintage.
I'm wearing one right now. I'm not even lying. They can see it.
I did a white elephant today. I got the thing that I gave was twerking Santa, and it was by far the best gift.
Yeah, obviously.
And then I got the thing that you used to have. I actually stole it from somebody. The wood bottle opener with like the cast iron opener that you put on your. You had it on pantry. I'm going to put it in my garage, but that's like a nice piece.
It is a nice
I'm
piece.
excited with what I left with my white elephant exchange today.
I need to get a new piece. Either way, free shirt, not free shirt, sorry. Free sticker with every shirt purchased. Shirts are $10. Are you kidding me? Where do you find a shirt for $10 anymore, right? No.
Not even Walmart.
I don't know. I don't shop at Walmart. No offense to people that shop at Walmart. I can't. I just can't. Twitter and Instagram. Follow us if you don't already. If you don't already follow us on Twitter, that's weird. If you don't follow us on Instagram, you're in the majority. But you can find us. It's at Happy Hour IUFB. Happy Hour IUFB. Again, we are LEO Podcast, or we were. Now we're Happy Hour Podcast. Happy Hour IUFB is where you can find us. Check the link in the bio on Twitter or Instagram. It'll get you all the details. You can find everything if you haven't already found us. If you would have subscribed to us, wouldn't have been a problem. Patreon still exists, $3 a month, no ads, 20% off on merch. Maybe we'll have some new merch coming out with a new logo. I don't know. Let's get into it. Guys, there have been a few things that have happened since we've last talked. We'll run through the agenda for the day, and then we'll get into it. We're going to talk about early signing day, believe it or not. I know that comes as a surprise to a lot of people, but we're going to talk about the recruits that we just brought in. I think we're done for the day, but I don't know.
You have until end of day tomorrow.
Okay. I know that there are, and you said you sent this, at least 7 more potential transfers.
That's from Coach Sig's mouth.
Okay.
Like literally from his press conference, he said, we still have 7 transfers coming.
Has James Madison played? They have not, is what Seth is saying. He doesn't know, though. I'm surprised. He's a huge.
So, and then according to the great Matt Weaver of 247 Pigs, he has his number at 76 players.
Okay, James Madison plays Saturday, the 23rd. So 7 more. What do you say? 6? You said 6?
7 more.
7 more.
Plus 76.
Okay. So, and don't we have 85 scholarships or 83?
Yeah. Plus, we have Christian Peterson of Carmel,
who's still sitting here. Official visit on 112.
So that's 84. That means there's only one more spot, and we still got some guys. So that's
there's one guy I really want.
There's from who transferred from us, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. Like I want that because the math. It seems like Coach Sig's got his team. It seems, and I like it. I think next podcast should be our depth chart. I think we go over depth chart at like a 30,000 foot view on this pod. And then maybe,
so?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't prepared for that, but we can do that.
Just at a high level. I just have some things I wanted to point out.
Okay. Well, Seth can help us out from the high level part of it. But let's get into our commits. So I had a bunch of them missing. So I'm just going to pull up the list here. Let's start from the top and work our way down. Just no particular order. And we're going to start with probably the highlight of the class, maybe
6th best IU recruit ever.
Yeah.
Literally ever.
Quarterback Tyler Cherry out of Center Grove High School, a 4-star recruit, 6'5", 205. Heck of an arm. Has been quoted. Somebody's been quoted of saying the best arm talent in the 2024 class. The best arm talent in the 2024 class. We flipped him from Duke. I think it helped when Duke's guy went to, where did he go, Seth?
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. He's going to fail there, I'm sure. Not a runner, but can run. So, I'm excited to see him.
It is apparent what Coach Sig wants in a quarterback. He went out and got Rourke, 6'5", monster arm.
Yeah, pro style.
He went out and got Tyler Cherry, 6'4", monster arm. Like, to me, he is laying... Again, it's 2 guys. It's his first cycle. The other, Alberto Mendoza, doesn't quite fit the mold exactly. But to me, is that too small of a sample size to call that a trend?
I think so. to begin with, because he did just come off of, I think, a couple years of.
But he had his choice of transfer quarterback, and he chose 6'5" monster arm.
He chose the best quarterback prospect in the state, right? Or the second best quarterback. I think he's the top quarterback in the state. And then he chose, I don't know. I mean, he was the number one pro style quarterback in the transfer portal.
I disagree. Okay, no. What I disagree with is he could have kept Tim Carpenter. He could have brought his quarterback over from JMU. He could have went a different direction at quarterback. Right? Dexter Williams could have stayed. There's obviously Taven Jackson. And my point is, he didn't have to go with Rourke and Cherry. He pursued Rourke and Cherry.
Okay. I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not too early to see it. I don't know.
I love it. 6'5", laser rocket arm.
He's got a lot of body to build on too. I mean, he's skinny. 205 is skinny for 6'5", but get him in the weight room and get started. So we got to run through these, Brandon. What else you got on him?
So his only knock is he didn't really need to, and at the high school level, but he doesn't exactly go through progressions. Now, was that because Center Grove's wide receivers were just so much better and it was well-schemed routes? Who knows? But he wasn't a true pocket presence, multiple read quarterback from what I read from, I forget what national
it's on his recruiting profile for 24/7. I'm not sure. I don't want to pull it up. It's fine. But I read the same thing. I don't think it matters in the high school so much. I just don't think it does. And I'm not thinking that you're going to sit back and go through a full progression in high school. You know what I mean? You're going to find an immediate open receiver and bam, done. Especially at Center Grove. So, all right, let's keep rolling. The next guy we've talked a ton about, one of a big keeper for me, Josh Philliston is back on with IU, the cornerback out of West Palm Beach, Florida. Borderline 4-star, 3-star recruit, could be an immediate impact in the defensive backfield, an area where we seem to be lacking a little bit of experience and immediate insertable talent. Anything else we want to add on him before we continue? You guys just stop me. I'm just going to keep rolling.
Yeah. Talent-rich area of West Palm Beach, great high school, huge keep.
Next guy, probably my favorite one in the class so far, a guy I've been real big on the entire time, is wide receiver Charlie Becker out of Nashville. 6'3", 185 out of a private school down there in Nashville, a smaller school, but has put up big time numbers. I mean, this guy could walk right in. I don't think he immediately plays, and we don't have to have him immediately play. This could be a perfect situation for him to sit back, red shirt, and take his time behind some big time wide receiver talent. What do you got, Seth?
You're not going to like this, but Purdue's pulled a couple of guys from Nashville lately at tight ends. It's a nice little pocket of playmakers.
There's no reason not to like it. I mean, Purdue's always had a really good tight end rich system. So I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Next guy on the list, and another guy I'm really glad we kept around. A top end talent in the state of Indiana out of Danville, Evan Lawrence, offensive tackle, 6'7", 250 coming out of high school. Brandon could make a pretty early impact as well. Next guy on the list is a flip, correct, from James Madison, I believe. Quentin Clark, linebacker.
No, we've had Quentin Clark.
Keep him. Okay.
Yeah, we retained Quentin Clark. You were really excited about him.
Yes, I do remember Quentin Clark.
He fit the 4-2-5 really well. He will probably play inside linebacker in the 4-3.
Yeah, and we're going to need some help, I think, in the linebacker room a little bit here to get started. And he's going to come in from a big school in Dublin, Georgia, 6'1", 205, 3-star recruit at linebacker. Another guy I'm glad we kept. Again, another possible immediate impact guy. Seth, his name?
Ademola Ajani. I know
Ajani.
That's the easy part.
There you go. Out of Speedway, Indiana. 6'4", 270 coming out of Speedway. Another
That's
big guy.
The size I like.
The big one. Big time interior, 6'4", and then a beast at 270.
So let's go back to Evan Lawrence just real quick.
Go ahead.
I don't think he's immediate because he needs to gain about 20 to 30 pounds.
Yeah.
He
I think
just
Johnny
gonna
does
get.
too. I think Johnny could add it pretty quick. Now
But
these are
that 6'7"
24/7
frame
listed.
fills out
yeah.
nicely.
Yeah. He needs at least up to 275 before he sniffs a Big Ten tackle position.
He needs to go sit at Buffalo Louie's for about a week.
Yes.
Right? Buffalo Louie's he needs to go from Mother Bears, Buffalo Louie's, and then just all day. Just a rotation, 7 days a week for about a month, and he'll be fine.
Yep.
Next guy on the list and friend of the show, some would say, Kobe Martin, out of Fishers, Indiana, running back, 6 foot, 200 pound. Good athlete all the way around, can catch the ball out of the backfield, has pretty good burst. Should be pretty fun back there in the backfield. Going to take a little bit of time, I think, before we see him. Again, we'll get more into the depth and what we kind of see on the depth chart in just a few minutes. Next few guys, or at least the next two guys, are some newer guys. William DePepe. DePepe out of Moline, Illinois. Seth Moline.
Quad Cities, where Illinois and Iowa come together, not where the Quad City DJs are from.
Okay. So thank you. So yeah, I'm assuming not a very rich Italian part of the state. Or Italian rich. There might be some rich Italians there, but not an Italian rich part of the state of Illinois. But either way, William DePepe, coming in 6'6", 225, an edge rusher on defense. Again, these are going to be all 3 stars until I tell you anything different. Another guy I'm super excited about, Brandon, I don't know how much you looked into this guy, a JMU flip, Jaja Boyd out of Philly, Roman Catholic High School, safety prospect. They actually think they're going to try him out as a nickel from what he said. He's exciting, and he looks like he's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know how much you've looked into him.
I looked at his highlight reels that he posted on Twitter. And, I mean, of course, they're highlight tapes, but dude likes to hit.
Yes.
What he reminds me of was former Steeler, current Cincinnati Bengal Mike Hilton, who was one of the best nickel backs in the entire league. Plays up to the line. I'm probably slightly behind Kenny Moore. Kenny Moore is got a little bit better hands than Mike Hilton. But yeah, I mean, Mike Hilton can lay the wood, and that's exactly what Jaja Boyd
definitely
does not shy away from contact.
Yeah, definitely not. That's not Kenny Moore's specialty for sure. No. Not hitting hard. What I like about Jaja is Jaja likes him some Jaja.
Yeah,
that's what I like. He's very confident. Yes, exactly. Excuse me. Very confident, ready to go. I think he could make an early on the field impact as well. Another offensive tackle, Austin Liebfried. Liebfried. That's another one that you're going to love. Big time, I think, recruit for us. We talked about him for sure out of Wisconsin. 6'6", 265. Again, a lot of these guys, these are just their high school stat stuff coming in. We'll see what they officially weigh in when they report. I'm assuming everybody, for the most part, is spring. Do we know who's spring, who's? Okay, we don't know yet. Hopefully we can find that out soon. Maybe on the next pod, we'll have that for you. Another guy who stuck around, Brody Kosen out of Clarkston, Michigan, tight end, 6'6", 225. We love us some Brody Kosen on this.
Crazy podcast. Spin on this. On 3, which I think we all agree we like 247 better. Brody Kosen is the 12th ranked tight end in their system.
Well, I'm not a big on 3 guy. I'm going to be clear with that. I love that ranking. I'll take it. I'll take that for sure. Not a big.
Nope. I agree.
On 75 on 247.
But that's just a monster swing, right? I don't know what that is. I thought I at least had to bring that up.
Yeah. I'm going to hand this off. I got to run for just a second.
Yeah.
And you guys
keep rolling.
The rest of this. Keep going.
Yep. So I'm going to back up just one more back to Austin Liebfried again. 6'6", 265. Bringing in 6'7" and 6'6", that's what you want. I do feel like our tackles have been a little shorter. So I like this size. I like this size a lot. Let's jump to another edge guy from Georgia. You can't have enough of those. Daniel Nduke. Do you think that's how you say it?
Nduke, yep.
Nduke. Again, from Georgia. He's close to top 100 in his ranking. Again, not a lot of depth at edge. Not last year, not the year before. Need as many of those guys you can stack. Again, let's talk offensive line. This is our third offensive line, if I can do some scrolling. Fourth offensive lineman. Which again, I feel like, Seth, don't you think you need to add 4 or 5 every cycle?
At least, yeah. And especially these big Wisconsin boys. I mean, this is when you start looking at the heights and weights. Well, not necessarily the weights yet, but you look at the heights, and that seems like a prototypical old offensive line from Wisconsin. So you can definitely feel some Bob Bostad still putting his thumbprint on the recruiting here.
This is about as Wisconsin gets in name and everything. Mitch Verstegen from Kokana, Wisconsin. How'd I do?
Close enough.
How would you pronounce the city that is from?
Kakawana?
No. No, I'm just saying.
Just flatly no.
No.
Kakawana?
6'4", 300. 18th in state. Second guy from Wisconsin. You're absolutely right. This is Bob. This is Coach Bob handpicking dudes. Next guy, weirdly, 2 quarterbacks in the class. 2 freshman quarterbacks in the class. You don't see this often. For me, I got a little bit of theory here. This is Coach Sig and his not backing down from an offer, right? They don't want to burn bridges in Miami. He comes from a absolute powerhouse high school, and I don't. And this is going to sound like I'm disparaging the kid. I'm not. This kid is up for Mr. Florida. He's a 2-time state champion. So he very well may have earned every bit of this scholarship. But for me, they didn't want to burn bridges and kept honoring the offer sheet. Because he is significantly lower. I mean, we said Tyler Cherry is the 18th best quarterback. Alberto Mendoza, the 133rd best quarterback.
Yeah, I think the word that comes to mind, or the phrase that comes to mind for me, is insurance policy. And I think the other thing that really makes a lot of sense with him is I think you make a great point, sticking with your promises to the area. And the fact that he's an insurance policy, if things go sideways, if transfers go somewhere else, things happen. You have to have multiple viable options at quarterback. So the fact that he's coming in, he's not afraid, of Tyler coming in. I think that, I don't see that being an issue. And they're 2 different types of quarterbacks a little bit. Yep. The guy who came to mind for me is Robert Marv, a guy who started out at Miami, then ended up at Purdue. Same about size, that 6'2", under 200 pound. Marv was not ready for Miami U, probably was barely ready for Purdue, but that's a different story, different, obviously, path for this guy, but similar size, similar mobility. I liked a lot of what I saw from the highlight tape.
Yep. All right, let's jump to a JMU flip. Mario Landino, defensive lineman, looks to be a little bit more of an interior defensive lineman, 6'4", 255. Again, I think it's going to take him 2 to 3 years before he sees the field. You want to see that close to 25, 30 pounds higher with him. But again, he's from Emmaus, which is an absolute Pennsylvania suburb powerhouse. Think of them in the vein, not quite a Carmel, but like of that vein, just like the monster suburban Philadelphia high school. I know this because I had a very good friend leave my high school to go to Emmaus. So that's him. And to round it out is a final JMU flip, Dontre Henderson, who only a 2-star, only 79 ranked, but the coaches were nuts about him. This happened Saturday or Sunday night. I don't quite remember because Sasha had a Christmas party. But the coaches were going absolutely bananas over this guy. And if our coaches like him, we like him. 6'1", 170 in a position that's much needed. We'll go over that here in a little bit. But Dontre Henderson had the coaches hype this past weekend.
Yeah, what was the one thing Coach Sig said about stars? He doesn't look at stars. He doesn't care. All right. Well, we're going to dive into transfers, and then we will do whatever else Brandon wants to do.
Oh, are we going to talk about Christian Peterson real quick?
We can for a second. I mean,
the
he's
hard
there,
commit,
hard commit, verbal. I don't know if he's going to do anything else or if there's anybody else really sniffing. Let me take a look.
So what I heard was the reason it got pushed back is he couldn't get a visit with the coaches.
Okay.
And he wants to come down and talk to the coaches before he commits and scheduling. I didn't talk to the guy. This is from Matt Weber. I just want to not cite this as something I know, but that was the reason why he didn't sign now, was he has not had a chance to make it to Bloomington.
When is the second signing day?
February 2nd.
Okay.
4th,
that's what
something
I thought.
early, super early February.
So
he's a guy I want to keep.
Yeah. He's scheduled for middle of January 12th. So he'll be down and it'll be fine. It won't be a problem. Okay, let's look here. Let's get into the transfers. The newest transfer of the day, a spot we had to fill, boys. Long snapper Mark Langston transferring in from Georgia Southern. What's he got left to play? Does anybody know? Do we have any of that information like immediately in front of us? That would be really nice.
Yeah, so
he enrolled in 2019. So he's last year.
Yeah, he's a super senior. He's played 4 years.
Okay. Next on the list, Tyson Lawton. How do I say this? If we liked Justice Savage, I hope we like Tyson Lawton more, because that's pretty much what happened.
No, so this for me, what is Josh Henderson?
All around running back.
But he's a bruiser, right? He can't catch on the backfield. Yeah. We love him. He's more of a traditional back. Justice Ellison, more of a traditional back. Trent Howland, more of a traditional back. Tyshawn Lawton is a pass catcher. He is your third and long. He led, what conference were they in? He led the conference in catches out of it. It's really only one thing that he did this past year. He didn't do it at Stony Brook at all, but he did it a ton at JMU. So he is your third and long, like check down screen guy, which we needed, right? Especially if Jalen Lucas doesn't come back. We don't have that change of pace guy. Again, I think Henderson's a 3-down back. Howland's a 3-down back. Ellison's a 3-down back, but you need that small. Again, he's 5'9". What is he? 5'9", 205.
5'9", 205 is what they got him listed at.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's not a big guy. Fast as hell.
Okay. The next guy on the list, I wish I could say for the end, because I think I'm probably most hyped about this guy. James Madison transfer, defensive end, Mikel Kamara. He's coming over, and again, I wish we were more prepared. He's only a sophomore. He's going to be a junior. So he'll be his junior year. Coming in off of a season, his sophomore year. He's 6', 265. So he's undersized off the edge, but I think maybe they can play him. We're going to play what, a 4-3? Brandon?
Yeah, we're going to play a 4-3.
So then maybe he's an outside linebacker for us. I'm not sure. But, or maybe a stand-up defensive end type. 7.5 sacks. 4 forced fumbles on the season. I mean, that's incredible. I don't care where you're playing. 7.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles. We haven't had that. I don't know. Casey didn't hit that, did he? But Casey was probably killing him in TFLs. But, I mean, that dude, that's what we need. We need an impact, a fast guy off the edge. That's what he's going to provide. I'm super hyped about it. And he's going to be able to stay here for a couple of years and provide that for us too. Now we get into the slot-a-thon, I guess you could call it. If we could have possibly added another slot receiver, we would be bursting at the seams.
I disagree with that. But...
What's that?
I disagree with that.
We can't have. We just picked up 3 slot receivers.
Cross
maybe not so much.
Yeah, I think Cross is an outside guy.
Yeah.
So we covered this when we hired Coach Sig.
Talk about it.
We literally covered this. 10 personnel is 4 wide receiver sets. You run a lot of bunch, which you need 2 slot receivers, and you run a lot of 2 wide and 2 wide, 2 slot receivers. Like, we didn't have a true slot on our roster. We should just straight up don't. On our roster, who was playing that role? Cameron Perry?
Cameron Perry. The other person I immediately thought of was, and they've talked about it doing it in the past, was putting Omar Cooper in the slot. Especially now that you brought back McCulley. You've got McCulley and Williams on the outside with Cooper in the slot, right? Now, again, I don't think you see so much of a traditional slot guy that we've used to seeing, right? We're used to seeing I mean, man, it goes back forever, right? Like Wap Fillier, Jayshon Harris, small, like little twitchy, like, you know what I mean? Wap, not so much. I mean, Whopper was smaller, but I think what you're going to see is more of a built 5'10, 5'11, 6 foot, more solid slot receiver in there than you are of kind of the smaller guys. You could tell me if I'm wrong on that, but that's what I think that he's profiled here, especially with these three recruits.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, so another thing that 10 personnel, we just got done talking about Tyshawn, running backs coming out of the backfield happens a lot in 10 personnel, which I think only helps the Hendersons and Lawtons of the world. For me, there was a gap. I mean, you got outside receivers in McCulley, in EJ Williams, in Price, in Cooper. We didn't have slot receivers. You just brought in two extremely productive ones. At power 5.
Oh, yeah.
I meant Cross, not Price, by the way. Cross is an outside guy. But Wake Forest and Texas Tech slot receivers. Love both of them.
Yeah. Miles Price has been a good, like, just a real solid stat guy. I mean, I've got him here 6'1", 213. He had 47 catches last year and 5 touchdowns. Or I'm sorry. Again, we just did the same thing.
We did the
43.
We're getting our miles
catches.
spelled. Miles with a Y
Miles
and
with
Miles
a
with
Y.
an I.
So Miles with a Y, Texas Tech Miles, 5'10", 190, 43 catches, 5 touchdowns. The dude looks great on film. I mean, really good hands. He made some real tough catches in all the highlights that I saw. Really good route runner, had great separation against some pretty good defenses. It's a guy to be pretty excited about. But again, I mean, how long does he have to play, right? He's got, 1 year? We don't know.
Yeah, no, one second. Sorry. I have too many. So we have Price.
He's got 1 year.
Yeah. Price is a super. Miles with a Y is a super senior. Keyshawn is a super senior. Cross, who came from Ohio, has 2 more years.
2 more years, yeah. And I'm really excited about him. I think he's got a really high ceiling. Could be a really good guy. But again, we're going to talk about this room in a little bit. It's going to be really hard to crack.
Yeah.
That starting position. But again, we may go deep. We may go real deep into that. Okay, I think we've touched enough on those.
You have to go 8 deep with 10 personnel.
Yeah. And I think you've got 10 legit players that can play.
Yep.
So, all right. 3 more guys on the transfer part, and then we can get into some other stuff. Trey Wedig out of Wisconsin, the transfer in 2020 recruit. He was the number 10 offensive tackle in the country. He was a top 24 or 247 player, 4-star recruit, a 96 out of 100. Transfers in as an 86, right? Who cares, again, what he's transferring in as? What he is transferring in as, he's coming over to the coach that recruited him, right? With Coach Bob, right?
It's Bib.
6'7", 318, immediate starter. So forget and don't really forget Josh Sales, because I think he's still available, right? Or did he get picked up? He's still available. But you can forget your Bedford and your Khalil Benson, right?
Yep.
Throw in Trey Wedig, no problem. Next guy on the list, we're going to jump one, and then I'll let you talk about your boy here. Justice Ellison, transfer in from Wake Forest. What do you know about Justice Ellison?
Again, productive He kind of serves that 3-down role. I think he complements Henderson really, really well. Again, the running back room is going to be just as tight. I really, really do. To steal a coach speak word, iron sharpens iron. I mean, there's 4 guys in that running back room that are going to have to fight for carries.
Yeah. Gun to head, immediate starter, day one. Who is it?
Oh, I think you got to go Holland. I don't think you bring him back without being able to retain him.
You don't think Josh?
I think it's Howland, Henderson, Ellison, with Lawton as your specialty, 3rd down back.
Another quick question. This Ellison as good as our previous Ellison? Different types of Ellisons.
Right.
A smaller Ellison. Probably not. He was really
I don't think so.
Before his off the field stuff. All right, next guy. And if you guys can't tell, I am losing my voice. Next guy, Curtis Rourke, transfer, Ohio, 6'5", 231. Hell of a 2022 season. Got hurt. Came
literally
back
end
year.
of 20. Like he's a miracle he came back.
Yeah. Came back, got hurt in the first game, third quarter of the first game is what I read. And last year's season kind of hampered him a little bit, but he should be good to go, ready to hit the ground running in 2024. Tell me some Curtis Rourke stuff, Brandon, because we didn't talk great about him last time. I felt like let's talk about how good he is.
6'5", laser rocket arm, right? He can push the ball downfield. What has IU not had since Michael Penix?
Good quarterback.
The ability to throw the ball 50 yards and get an easy touchdown.
Taven is good. Taven's still
the last 3 years, IU was not able to take the top off. It either had to be yak or a broken play.
Yeah.
Rourke can push the ball downfield.
Yep.
When the past 3 seasons, if it was 3rd and 9, I had zero faith we were picking up the first down because I didn't think we would push the ball down the field. Rourke is going to push the ball down field. Seth just put it in our chat, vertical passing game. He brings an element that we have not left Peyton Ramsey. Peyton Ramsey was not a vertical passing threat. He just was
so good though.
He brings something we have not had, and that's exciting. In college football, you can't constantly rely on scoring in difficult ways. And that's how IU has played the past few years. You need some easy ones, and I think Rourke can do that.
Okay. All right. What do you want to do? Let's do a quick word. No, let's do our I don't know. We can make this like 3 seconds. Christmas wish list. Just give one player that's hanging out there that you really want.
I mean, you've already said it. You've already said it.
Phil Dunham?
No.
Oh,
it's Josh Sales. I mean, we just need so much help.
I want Phil Dunham back.
Yeah, that's another area we need help in. For sure.
Does anybody know anything about that? Anybody know?
I have not heard
possible?
a peep. A peep about either one of them.
What about Jalen Lucas?
No.
Do you want him back? Is what I'm saying.
The number crunch. Like, who in the wide receiver room is he playing over?
I don't know. I feel like that ship has sailed, right? Like he teased it a lot last offseason. Like I got all these big offers. No. Tom Allen saved me. I'm staying. And now he left again. I think just like, you know what? When she's left you twice, I think the writing's on the wall, right?
Yep. Gonna leave you a third time.
Yeah. You know who will never leave you? One on Track Club.
Wait, you didn't say your guys.
Yeah,
you neither one of you guys.
You just stared at me.
I was waiting my turn politely.
Speak.
I still want a tight end. And I think there's an interesting connection with the tight end from Ohio who recently entered the transfer portal. The connection there with Rourke makes a lot of sense. I have no signs there. I just think it's a logical connection to make. So I'd be interested to see if they bring in another tight end who might be a playmaker.
I mean, we have 7 transfers still potentially coming in. I think he's definitely up there.
Does Ohio still have a game to play? They just played, didn't they? I'm gonna look it up. Bobcats. They just played. They did just play. Just beat Georgia Southern. Beat the doors off of them. All right. Well, there we go. So now we'll do the sponsor. Now back to the show. Randos. Are we using this to do depth chart talk, or are we?
No, I think we'll push all depth chart talk to next week.
Depth chart talk. I want to talk Vincent Sneed real quick.
Go ahead.
Have you noticed him?
No.
Dude is cruiting on Twitter.
I saw he's undefeated, he said.
Yes.
Yeah.
I loved him when we signed him. I've loved him when we've seen him on the field. I think he makes a pretty big impact next year. They've got him listed on the link that you sent. They've got him listed as an edge guy. He played a decent amount of interior stuff last year. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see him as kind of that like hybrid DT, DE kind of guy. Vincent Sneed, look out for him. All right, Randos.
Perfect. So I got 4 of them, but I think they're all quick hitters.
Don't do that, Seth. Just because your sack only has 2.
IU coaches on social media. Love it or shove it.
Love it.
Like, totally different from the last regime. Like,
can we read the quote?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to read a quote. If you guys haven't seen this, I got to find it. Jim Coyle tweeted it out, right? Indiana's head coach, Curt Cignetti, asked about how he sells his vision, his culture. Quote, "I win, Google me," end quote. He's also said, "I'm one of the winningest coaches in the country right now. I think I'm like top 7. This administration wants to win." Tom Allen doesn't say any of that.
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
Maybe the last sentence about wanting to win, but he doesn't say any of that. Like, again, to go back to my analogy at the very beginning, which made Seth almost fall out of his chair, Coach Sig has unzipped it and put it on the table for everybody to see. Except for the recruits,
at the basketball game. I mean, look what he's saying at basketball games.
Yeah, it got Purdue Twitter heated. I mean, that got all the way to the head coach. The head coach was even in it. He even hooked the head coach with that bait and pulled him in. I love it.
Love it.
If he goes out and he totally flops, our tone's going to change pretty quick, right?
Oh, yeah. This is only cool while you win.
But there's no track record anywhere he's been. You know what I mean? Of him flopping. So he's got to come in, hit it running, back it up.
And you know the recruits gotta love it, and the players gotta love it. Right? I mean, because that's what they like. That's what they like.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's talk to people that we may or may not like. The James Madison fan base. Ugh, all these flavors, and they choose to be salty.
Salty. Oh yeah. Yep.
Like, it's the first coach that has ever flipped players in the history of the sport. Like, are they the dumbest fan base? Like, they might be.
No, because I did the exact same thing last year with Brom. Don't give me this shit. When they stole like 15 Louisville players and coaches. Of course, but I was salty as shit too, because I'm an immature little baby who don't take my boys from me.
Exactly. It's 2023. This happens. Don't hate Coach Sig. Don't hate the player, hate the game. It's awesome.
So
I got another question on that though.
Okay, what I was gonna say was, one thing is I've seen some things where they have been celebrating their new coach bringing in his former players, and so some of our Twitter guys, shout out. I'm sorry, I don't have the tweet right in front of me. I would give you a shout out. Our Twitter, IU football Twitter, has got it and has been like, "What are you guys doing?" What is it? Pot kettle, right? I mean, my goodness. Yeah, they're right back on that train. They're doing the same thing that they were doing to us, right? Another quick thing, real quick, and hopefully this isn't what you were going to say. Coach Cignetti understands he's the villain, right?
Yes.
Have you seen his quote?
I don't think I
his
probably
quote
have.
is that speaking on JMU, I know I'm a villain back there right now. Everybody thinks I tampered with the players, blah, blah, blah. Hasn't happened. And then what does he say? It says it was just about getting JMU guys on campus to see Bloomington. Quote, they believe we're going to win. That's a tweet from Mason Williams. But the tampering with players, quote, blah, 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 didn't happen. Like, that's 61-year-old talk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. I bet you did that too with his little head. It's blah, blah, blah. Love it. Love it. But let's drop it.
So my question is, because I've seen a lot of this from IU fans on message boards and on Twitter, it's like, are these JMU guys good enough for IU?
My God.
And my question to them is, say middle of the season, October 7th. I don't even know that's a Saturday.
That's not middle of the season, but
James Madison versus IU. Who's favored?
last year, you're saying?
Yeah.
Man, I think that's fresh off of our huge victory against Akron.
Okay, well, who cares on the date? I think JMU is favored no matter what. It
where
doesn't
are we playing?
matter.
Playing in Bloomington?
Sure. It doesn't matter.
They're favored, I think.
My point is they were the better team. Whether that was because of the coach or because of the players or likely a combination of both.
Yes.
I don't care. It's not about, are they good enough for the Big Ten? They're likely better than the players that were on the team.
Can I ask you a question? A hypothetical question, right? If you're Coach Signetti and you're offering players or asking players or inviting them to transfer over from George Madison to IU, you understand the difference in level of opponent, right? Per game. JMU did not play the schedule we're about to play. He has to know the talent and know and hand pick these players. He's not just allowing his seventh running back to transfer over from James Madison. He's bringing his number one or third down back in because he knows it's going to work here. He's bringing over his defensive end who had 7.5 sacks last year because he knows it's going to work here. Like, he's bringing these, hand-picking the recruits and hand-picking these people to come over because all of them will, right? I mean, unless they've got some like super crazy ties to James Madison, why wouldn't you want to go play at a Big Ten school as opposed to playing at a Sun Belt school, right?
Yeah.
So he's not stupid.
And also, it was like, how does he know they're good enough? He coached at NC State.
Coached them and
he coached at Alabama. He knows what Power 5 football games look like.
Yeah. He's
been on the sidelines for these. He is well aware the pedigree of player you need. Two more quick questions. We made the jokes all November, all December. MIFA. My question to you two is Indiana football fun again?
I'm going to let Seth answer this because I saw a great tweet and I wish I had it right in front of me. I need to save these. Go ahead.
I don't know if it's fun yet because they haven't won anything, but it's definitely a hell of a lot more interesting than it was. Tom Allen was just boring as can be. The back half of that season was so lackluster. It was dead on arrival. I mean, we had to do like the funeral pyre for the guy week after week. It felt bad. It felt redundant. It felt necessary. But now there's like a rebirth. There's a freshness to it. So I don't know if it's interesting. I'll give you that much.
Let me break something down for you. I follow on my personal account. I probably follow just slightly more people that are football people, I would say, as opposed to basketball people. But last night was one of the most insane, dumb, blow up Twitter type basketball games I've seen that program play in a long time. Right. And my Twitter feed was full of IU football, everything. Like, this guy's coming, this AI image, this AI image, this AI image from different accounts. Not one account doing the same thing over and over again. It's not just our boy Adam. It's our boy Hoosier Nate or whatever his name is, right? And the IUFB hype man, they're all going nuts. And there's a tweet out right now. I wish I knew who I sent it. One of the journalists that covers both the teams, where he said, if I told you in December during an IU basketball game that my timeline was filled with more football stuff than there was basketball stuff, you'd never believe it. And it's insane. The momentum behind the program right now, at least internally, I don't know what it's like nationally, I don't know what it's like really outside of the program, is through the roof. There's not a my dad who has for years, the last couple of years, has never believed in the LEO stuff. He's never believed, he thought it was a high school coach coaching a college program, right? Everybody said the same thing. He's on board, dude. He is 100% like, this dude is coming in and he's kicking ass. And that's the stuff that we need. That's what we need. And by the way, I can't believe I'm just throwing this in here right now. You guys have 11 days if you want to get and I'm pimping out IU right now. 11 days if you guys want to get the deal, right? You throw in your deposit for season tickets. If you're going to get season tickets, just do the deposit now. $120 a ticket. When you do the deposit before the end of the year, you get 2 additional tickets for free to any of the first 3 home games. Now, granted, they're not going to blow your doors off, right? It's FIU, Western Illinois, Charlotte. Those are your first 3 home games. There's a UCLA mixed in there. That's an away game. But those are your first 3 home games. You get free tickets to those games. If you just, to 2 of the 3, if you just do the $120 per ticket deposit now. So get on it. Just go to your account and just do it that way. That's it. You have number 4, Brandon?
That was a 2-parter. So that's it for me. Okay. I'm ready for the sack.
Empty your sack, Seth.
All right. I've done a bunch of projects. I'm off for Christmas now. Doing some music stuff, clearing out all the CDs from my basement. Do you have any embarrassing musical fandom from past or current that you're willing to own up to? I will own up to. I have several Nickelback albums from high school and college, the first 2 or 3 of them. And then I am a sucker for Cher and Elton John as well. I have most of their catalogs.
I can give it to you.
Cher is one. That's interesting. For me, I don't think it's embarrassing. I'm known to karaoke some of her songs. I definitely listen when
Shania Twain?
No, Avril Lavigne.
Ooh, I had a crush on her.
Love Avril Lavigne. I love.
Give me a girl with a necktie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I'm always kind of been that like grungy rock, punk rock guy. Gosh, and so
she said,
Avril
"See
Lavigne.
You later, boy." Yep.
Off the top of my head, that's like the first embarrassing one that I'm not embarrassed of, but people may think that's embarrassing.
I have 2. One of them
are they people that are they bands that people are actually going to know?
No.
Come on,
that.
you can't
do
your like
about any of the music I listen to now. Backstreet Boys, number 1.
That's almost like nostalgia. Like
I know,
has recycled to be cool again.
The next one is Justin Bieber.
Ugh.
Love Justin Bieber.
That's bad.
You have been since like 2008. Like since I've known you, that's been your jam.
Yes.
Ugh.
Love Justin Bieber.
Okay.
He hasn't put out any music really recently. So it's kind of hard to be like, yeah, his new stuff's good or it doesn't hit. His old stuff, like the really old, like super young Justin Bieber, get that out of here. I don't want any of that. But like the last 10 years? No, not 10 years. That's too far. Yeah, the last 10 years or so. Good stuff. And what a guy. All right. That's it?
No, I got 2 more. Right? Yeah, I got 2. Worst movie you secretly enjoy. I have 2 Adam Sandler guilty pleasure ones that are by far universally reviled. But I will defend Jack and Jill, and that's my boy all day long,
dude. You can't. We have to categorize this. Can we just do Adam Sandler movies that are bad?
Sure. Defend a terrible Adam Sandler movie. Go.
Airheads.
No, that's not a bad. That's not a bad one.
Okay. Let me pump it up. Let me pump it back then.
What are you gonna say? Happy Gilmore next?
No, that's different. Now that one's like a universal classic, right? I feel like Airheads is more of
it's a hidden gem,
thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have to do Adam Sandler. I'll do a different one. It's along the same lines. How about this? One you haven't seen and we've talked about forever. I feel like your homework over the next 7 days has got to be to watch Airborne, featuring Jack Black, Sean Green. I forget who else is in there.
I can do that.
It's a rollerblading movie centered in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Which is the rollerblading hub of the world.
Yes. And it is great. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And it's ridiculous. I probably haven't seen it in 20 years. And I might watch it here in the next 7 days. I might watch it with you. Yeah.
For me, I don't watch bad movies. I have the highest...
Well, tell us about Pop Star, right?
Well, that was what I was going to get. It's every Andy Samberg movie. I don't think they're bad. If you understand satire, like if you like and enjoy satire, you will enjoy every single Andy Samberg movie.
So are you on board with That's My Boy with me, or
yeah. Yep.
I don't hate that one. I just hate Jack and Jill. I think that's an awful movie.
And then also for you horror fanatics, Cabin in the Woods is also a satire of the horror genre. So a lot of people just don't get satire. They confuse it with comedy, and it's not. It's making fun of things, which I like to do a lot. So I'd say any Andy Samberg movie and Cabin in the Woods. Those are probably my two ones.
All right.
Okay. Cool. Those are two completely unfootball related questions. Next thing on the list says Bragg versus Brandon Colts Steelers bet.
We're gonna forget about that. We're gonna
the listeners didn't forget about it. You guys can tweet at Brandon on that if you want. The Colts taking home the victory in pretty convincing fashion.
It's ugly, man.
Convincing the fact that the Steelers look really bad right now.
How did you do Mitch Trubisky, Seth? How?
I'll tell you offline.
Okay. You guys drafted him over who else?
Everybody.
Mahomes, right?
Everybody.
Yeah, it's not good. That's just he's so bad. When you get benched for Mason Rudolph, you're bad. You're real bad. Okay, moving on. Either way, I'm not gonna hold Brandon to that. It doesn't matter. Okay, outro. We are doing this. Be sure to check out our pod on Twitter and Instagram at Happy Hour IUFB. Make sure you follow our partner at Big Banter Sports for all the latest updates involving our podcast, as well as the other 13, soon to be 17 top-notch podcasts that cover all of the teams in the conference, football and basketball. Be sure to download, rate, review, and follow on all of our platforms. Until then, what do we say?
Drink up.
Cheers. I don't know.
Cheers, boys.
Peace.